Welcome to Tier Fun. I'm Andrew, your guide through Modern, and today we have the upgraded version of the 45 ticket Blue-Red Horrors deck. I don't know if it's still 45 tickets, I assume. I don't think any of the cards really shot up in price. But this is what I would do if I was to, say, bought into that deck. These are the first upgrades I would make. We talked about it at the tail end of basically the last video. I think this is essentially what I did, but we'll just go over it briefly. Added in Snapcaster Mages and Fetch Lands. Those are the big ticket items. All these cards, the Snapcasters and Fetch Lands, if you're planning on playing blue in Modern, or honestly even in Legacy, these are cards you're going to end up playing in almost every deck. At minimum, you'll be playing Scalding Tarns in every blue-red deck. It's the best, I would say, most used blue land, but it's also the most expensive. Though I haven't checked on Polluted Delta in a while, so I could be wrong. But it's a card that you're good in this deck. With just 8 blue fetches. You could honestly trim it some more if you wanted to. Like, there's ways to make the mana work. 8 might actually be too many. I'm running so many fetch lands so I can play Blood Moons, basically. That kind of doesn't make 100% sense when you think about it, but it allows you to fetch for blue lands at every opportunity, which is basically what I'm looking for, while giving me the option to have access to red mana if I need it. So yeah, fetch lands are great. I don't mean to get into this big why are fetch lands a good conversation. But yeah, this is the card. If you're just going to make one upgrade from that deck, buy Snapcaster Mages. They're not too expensive online. They're still pricey. And they're gonna, I think just buying Snapcaster is gonna be close to doubling it. I think they're around $8 a piece. They might be more expensive, but not here to talk too much financials, especially because I did not come prepared to talk financials. But yeah, Snapcaster immediately makes the deck a whole lot better. We also threw in some expensive, well, Engineer Explosive is expensive card in the sideboard. And Blood Moon. If you're not running Blood Moon, you need a way to interact, to slow down the colorless scheme, the colorless decks, the big mana decks, Tron variants. It's also really good against 3-color or 4-color decks that are greedy. Surprisingly good against slivers if you get it down early. But yeah, Blood Moon's there for it. It's kind of easy mode for a lot of decks. Like you can jam in Ceremonious Rejections and hope to have them, but Blood Moon is just a very powerful effect, and if you can afford them, they're well worth the investment. But if you can't, just jam in some more Ceremonious Rejections. And honestly, Snapcaster Molten Rain is pretty good. It's better in a lot of situations because they will eventually draw out of it, depending on the deck. But anyways, we're going to run this through some head-to-head queues. I kind of wanted to make one of these in Electrolyze, but I think I'm good. I really actually like all of the interaction we have spell-based. The Spell Pierce has been overperforming for me. It's great as a mana tax against Storm. It's got a lot of good targets right now, and I've been happy with technically having access to 5 Spell Pierces, 2 of which are overcosted. And Spell Snare is just, I think, consistently in a good spot in Modern. So let's hit up the queues. Make sure this person doesn't say I play. Oh, we got sniped. Well, someone sniped. Someone's about to snipe us. If we were streaming right now, I would say, hey, get on, play me. But we're not. Though, that being said, I am planning on streaming either in my Twitch account, or I've been thinking maybe, since I have subscribers on YouTube, maybe just doing it on YouTube. If you guys have a preference for where I would stream, you can just let me know. But here in the next week or so, maybe even this weekend, I might start up on the streaming thing. This whole YouTube channel was kind of just to get comfortable in front of a camera so I could start streaming more often. That being said, ooh, this is a spicy hand. If and when I do start streaming, I'm not going to abandon YouTube. I like doing this, and I do not see myself stopping ever. Yeah, you know. So I think it's pretty no-brainer Serum Visions here. We're looking for lands, but lands. Yeah, looking for lands. Second Thing in the Ice isn't the best either. Kind of, if it was Thing and we're gonna want those bolts. Land. So we could bolt here and miss a land, but I think we're just... Oh, man, that's brutal. So we want both of these, and we'll be able to get them next turn, but... Yeah. So next turn, we're bolting and then probably passing. I suppose I could Serum Visions. It really depends on what the opponent does here. Wall of Omens. Okay, maybe I will just play Thing, actually. Canopy Vista. So we could bolt and Thought Scour. I would Thought Scour the opponent because I know what I want to draw. I think we're actually, because we know the next card's a land. I think we're good jamming Thing in the Ice. I think the earlier we can get it down, the better. And if it gets passed, well, that's one of the upsides of having two. Anyways, I'm sure most of you guys have already seen this deck in action, or the budget version of it. Wood Elves. Oh, is this an Emerge deck? If so, that's awesome. I haven't played against it yet. But yeah, Wood Elves is a card I haven't seen since... Actually, I don't think I've ever had it cast against me. I might have opened a booster pack with it way back in the day when I was like so young. Too young to even follow the rules of Magic. But yeah, this has to be an Emerge deck, right? Why else do you run Wood Elves? Or a Blink deck, I suppose. So they have so much mana. I'm not even all that concerned about Noble at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we want to just bolt the Wood Elves, as weird as that sounds, because if this is a Merge, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, and if it's Wall of Omens, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's bad for us either way, but I think we get the Elves. If this isn't an Emerge deck, then that is a horrific play, and it will come back to bite me. And the fact that they just shocked a red source makes me think it's not Emerge. Sun Titan. No, it's not an Emerge deck. Weird. Okay. So we're just playing against someone's favorite cards deck. I think we're also just stone cold to it. Yeah, this really sucks too. So, yeah, sure, we can unsummon, but we've just ramped them because we bolted this Wood Elves, thinking it was an Emerge deck. It doesn't feel good. Should have cast something there. I just clicked too quickly. Bottom both of these. I don't think Spell Pierce is going to be all that good. So we're taking 6. Yeah. I don't know what our out is here. I guess we can draw. We just try to slow them down long enough. Sun Titan's really good against Thing in the Ice, I'll tell you that. So it's whatever it attacks, you can return. So we're gonna let ourselves get hit this one time. The longer this game goes, what I'm paying attention to is their white sources. If they play a Plains, I'm not going to bring in Blood Moon. But if I don't see a Plains, I'll be tempted to bring in a Moon. Another Wood Elves. Let's see what they get. The fact that Wood Elves can just get a Forest card is pretty cool. I don't know if you can tell from my card choices, but I'm kind of a sucker for the old arts. A little bit of nostalgia for a simpler time. I also really like a lot of the new art too. So I'm certainly not an elitist, an art elitist, if that even exists. I'm sure it does. But this island in particular, I love the blue on it. Yeah, well, no. I always forget when it's going to flip. Search would be good. Opt is good as well. I guess, yeah, we just opt and then attack. Maybe draw something else. It sounds horrible, but at least we can attack through the Sun Titan, so we got that going for us. Interesting. They're floating in green. Ooh, okay. Also not great, but it's definitely going to the dome. What instant do you have here? Oh! Thought Scour. Nope. Dang. If only Spell Pierce was something different. So they're just throwing away a resto here. I'm okay with that. But yeah, we are... Ideally, we would have liked to have drawn in one of our many cantrips search to get our card search. Oh, there it is, actually. Get our card searching engine going on. Interesting. So... Do they have another land? So they want to just get value out of their Sun Titan. I don't blame them. Yep. There's no way we win this game. I guess we draw a Cryptic Command. Yeah, Cryptic into Cryptic. That's neither of those. So yeah, I can attack in here, but that just gives them more value when they cast their Sun Titan, so I'm just going to pass. Kind of just hoping they don't have an answer for the 7-8, and that buys us time, but oh, interesting. So they're playing... Oh, they really just want that value. Well, we'll take a hit for 2 here. I would very much not want them... Ooh, yeah, so this is just a really neat Sun Titan value deck, or just a value deck. I am behind whatever is going on over here. I should have Spell Snared. I was kind of just sitting in awe of this deck. I don't think it's going to end up mattering, but obviously I should have Spell Snared there. So they get back Path, and yep. That's just going to do it. They're going to cast Path on my guy. Nah, we weren't drawing anything. Okay, so Graveyard Hate is actually kind of good here. Staticaster seems good. Counterflux seems alright. Blood Moon might not be bad. I don't really want to bring it in though, because if they just have planes, it's like horrendous against their deck because they have infinite mana fixing. Really, they have as many forests as they want or as they have in their deck with those elves. Spell Pierce seems really bad. Spell Snare seems also pretty medium. I think we're gonna just board good cards in for them, or more effective. Well, is Engineered any good? Not really against what we saw. So let's not bring that in. Pyroclasm, sure. Counterflux, Blood Moon, maybe. But I think we're just gonna attack them. Do we actually have a counter for Titan? So yeah, I think I do want another counter for Titan then. Because that's the card that's gonna get us. Everything else is annoying, but it's not. We can grind through it. 'Tis the Titan. Oh, I had a Graph Digger's Cage in this before I switched it around. That would have been real nice. So if I was bringing in... Do I have another counter? Okay, what am I bringing out? Yeah. I guess we can take out one search. That's fine. Everything else is good. I mean, these aren't great, but they also enable the entire deck. Yeah. Alright, well, knowing it's not an emerge deck, so I will make better decisions this time. I guess it could still be, but I doubt it is. We'll lead on... We're going to lead on Flooded Strand, holding up both Opt and Lightning Bolt, because this is New Modern, and we get to do New Modern things. This represents so much. A blue fetch land now represents so much. Like, give me something. Oh, they gave me nothing. Okay, well, we get to save life, I guess. Tormod, sure. I'd like another land, though. But hopefully the combination... Ooh, almost cast that. We'll play this as well. The jig's up. But hopefully Surge can get us into lands. This hand's pretty great. Voice. Well, it's not a budget deck. Voice is very annoying. Yes. Island, great. So we could bolt it. I think I want to wait until I have an answer. Well, okay, if I'm not bolting, I'm definitely seeing envisioning. Ooh, Reveler's gonna be a while till I can cast. Keep that on top. So we're definitely Thought Scouring. I suppose we have to do it now. So, Thought Scour the opponent. Hopefully we don't. Ooh, Woodland Bellower. Those are two cards we actually don't want them to have. I really hate Thought Scouring the opponent in general, unless they have, like, limited win cons. Either way, it always feels bad, because I'm like, I'm either A, going to win the game by binning something that they really need to cast, or B, I'm going to lose the game by giving them, or making them closer to their draw. Obviously, that's a statistically inaccurate sentence. It's like more likely. It's just as likely that the card on top, the card 3 from the top, is this card on top. But it feels a whole lot worse. We're gonna bin that. Oh. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. I guess we're just... I don't feel like bolting either of those things because we don't have access to 2 red. We're just gonna... Is it leaves the battlefield or dies? So we're just gonna plan on bouncing that. Ooh! Both these cards are great. On top. Land. Awesome. So we're flipping search next turn. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And opponent doesn't have anything scary for less than 6 mana. They have Resto and I guess Bellower, but Bellower's 6 mana. Bellower is a sweet card too. We're playing against a real sweet deck. So I guess this just searches for Wood Elves, probably. But I'm sure they've got some silver bullets. We're going to block the voice, take 1 from these elves. And they're going to fork bolt me somehow. I guess they do have red. Losing this thing is actually real annoying. Okay, so they're going to get back Wall of Omens. I suppose they could get Bellower if they're feeling frisky. But yeah, Omen seems like the value play. Green-white value, man. That is a... It's a deck that not... Ooh, they don't cast it, though. Interesting. Oh. Well, I do want to save it. Feels good. We do not want... Well, at this point, do we want to put Opt in the graveyard? Nah. I think we still like it. We can no longer cast the... well, maybe I should have popped that Tormod script. Gosh, that was real loose. I'm just... I'm in too much... I'm admiring their deck too much. So I can lose my Staticaster and then get in for 7. I think that's all right. Let's see what we can opt into. Tarn, bottom. Stevens, all right. Bolt. I also might have wanted to get rid of one of these guys, but I don't. I'm going to be shields down next turn, so the less creatures they have in their graveyard for a Titan, if it comes down, the better. I suppose I do have Tormod Script in play, which I somehow keep forgetting about. I think I did probably want to bolt that Wood Elves, if I could do it over again. So now we're gonna be smart and keep our Woken Horror around. I bet you guys are real worried I wasn't gonna do that. Ah, oh, nuts. Okay. So now we're in a rough spot. Triple Island seems good. They did have 2 planes, so I feel good about, I guess we're just gonna pass. I feel very good about not bringing in Blood Moon. Definitely okay taking 2 here if they pass. Wood Elves. We could let resolve. What else are they going to cast? I think we're okay countering it. Well, are we? It's not doing anything currently. Yeah, let's just dig. Looking for anger, yeah, that's great. I was just about to say it, and then I saw it. So they might even have Resto here, and that would be awesome, because then we get to counter Resto, exile both these guys, which are super annoying. Red, red, blue. I could hold out, but, you know, get your value where you can, and I did assume that this was going to happen, so I'm all about that. Okay, and we got an opt. That's awesome. So it would have been nice to wait around to get that voice exiled, but beggars can't be choosers, and we do have a whole lot of Snapcasters still left in the deck. Yeah, so now we really want a Snapcaster. Should have cast Opt. I'm playing really loose right now. Apologies. Should have cast Opt on there in response to this voice trigger. But we drew out of it. Here... is there a reason to not Snapcaster Anger? What was the other card? I think this is about as good as that's going to get. So let's just do it. Blue, red, red. Cast it. Alright. For some reason I thought that if it got exiled it wouldn't do that. No, it just leaves the battlefield. Okay, so we got that thing to worry about. But that's not the biggest deal. We are at 11 life. But we are... They do have 4 cards in hand. I suppose we could get the Spell Pierce. Pyroclasm is pretty medium at this juncture. I'm glad to be rid of it if the next card was Sulphur Falls. So here... Are we... If they play something big... okay, that's not that bad. They're probably just going to get Search. Desolate Lighthouse is going to do an okay impression. It's not obviously not as good, but... Need another Snapcaster here. Okay. So this costs 4 mana including it, so 1, 2, 4. Yeah. So I can loot now. I guess there's no real reason to. Because I don't think there's anything we need to play at sorcery speed. I guess P and Kieran would have been that. Let's see what we get. Reveler's good. So we're going to just draw a card and bounce, right? Yeah, I don't think we want to go down to 3. Opponent could have something scary, but we're about to refill. Reveler's a great draw. Is a charm. Also good. Nope. So this is acceptable if this is their pressure. Eidolon's annoying, but not the worst. I think we just, considering this is what they have, we're just gonna roast the Eidolon. Is a charm. Can we do it after it's gone? Okay. I think we might have outlasted them. Would have liked to have leave up a red, but I don't think we could have. Oh, looks like we can. Alright, I think we did it. As, I mean, I don't want to count my chickens too early here, but... there it is. So I think that is their third path. Yep. Look at that. Look at the island, because I'm going to want to fetch the snow-covered mountain. This deck is very good, especially against a deck without burn, at outlasting. So they're fetching here. That's not good. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they have something for 9, ooh, okay. Sun Titans. Not the worst. Yeah, they get the Eidolon back, but they can't attack. Oh, turn too late. Just gonna exile something. I want to attack, but obviously that's suicide. We faded that Sun Titan for so long. So we do have to double trade here. Well, not double trade. We 2-for-1 ourselves, I suppose, is the correct terminology. Sure. I don't think we care. I guess that makes their deck thinner. At this point, I don't think I care, though. I suppose, well, nah. Block. So they need a path. Or another Sun Titan. Another Sun Titan's pretty good too. Fetching makes me wish I'd activated. That's all right. Here, because we're at such a low life, I think we are going to fetch. Sure. All right, we're going to activate this relic, I do believe. So let's fetch also, get the mountain, activate the relic, counterflux. We're going to draw because counterflux, while good, we have better draws, and that's one of them. I don't want to play that. I suppose there's no harm in doing it. Ooh, right. Man, that was actually not all that good, was it? But we have tons of mana. Ooh, Eidolon. Okay. So Eidolon's wrecking us here. Yeah, I tapped horribly. This is not my shiniest moment. Okay. So we're gonna hope to grind out of this. I suppose we do not attack now because they know we can't play anything. We have outs. Let's try to draw one. Pyroclasm is alright, but I think it's better than. The question here is, what is our out to Eidolon? They have to attack poorly. Do I just play the Snapcaster just as another blocker? Or attacker? I guess I do. Okay, that's good. So I think we can attack in with... Let's see, we attack in with both of those. Voice upgrades. Okay, so we can attack in. Yeah, the game plan is just going to be slowly but surely flip thing in the eyes. What else? Yeah, well, I don't think we want to actually spend anything. So is Pyroclasm better than a 2-1? I think at this point it's not, because we really don't want to pop that voice. So let's keep the Pyroclasm. They can't have many lands left. Okay. Wait, is it a spell? Yeah, let's not do that then. Eidolon plus voice is really annoying. Okay, so bolt face. Well, let's. Okay, search is good. But is it better than bolt? I don't think it is. Especially because we only have 10 cards left in our deck. We really got to hope to draw instants and sorceries from here on out. So they're hoping to deck us, not the worst plan. All right, we'll need 2 more after this. I suppose we just go for it. I mean, that's how we're winning. Man, this game is so weird. I think I did misplay. I mean, I know I misplayed, but I think I misplayed in a manner that would... Woo! This deck is awesome. Panharmonicon? Okay. I see you, opponent. That's a great card to have drawn. We're going to discard Search, I believe. Or Snapcaster at this point. Another thing in the ice gives us more turns, I suppose. So the heat. I think we're going with Staticaster though. Reason being is that we can get rid of the board a little bit, and maybe even create a situation where we can attack and win. Assuming they don't draw something that triggers Panharmonicon in an insane way. So they get to destroy 2 lands. That's not so bad. And probably that. So let's activate in response. Another Reveler. Better than Search, I suppose. So let's get the Wood Elves. Yeah, I guess Serum Visions and then hope to draw an instant. Wish it was not. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're gonna want that Snapcaster. I suppose here I could attack. Nah, Acidic Slime. So unless they have a card that ends the game next turn, we are going to win. Wow. So they're making me block. So I could... Suppose I could get rid of... I guess I can't get rid of anything. I could get rid of that. They probably have a Sun Titan. But I guess I'm going to block just in a way that I don't die. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, shit. I was trying to block. So, yeah. Let's block here. Block here. Block here. So I'm assuming they have Sun Titan. So we're going to let Sun Titan resolve. And then we're going to flip this thing in the ice. They do not have Sun Titan. Oh, do not mill yourself, Andrew. Think a little bit. Yep. Whew, man. I would have been not happy if I had lost that one. Okay, so yeah. Obviously, Relic is not the best. Panharmonicon is a case for keeping in a negate, I suppose. I think we're just good, though. I do want the double Graveyard Hate. I just need to be aware of its interaction with Reveler. I won't be surprised by it. Yeah. I can't believe that's never come up yet. Obviously, just read your cards, Andrew. So this is a good opener. If we draw a land, and I'm assuming we will. Roast gets their first gnarly dude. Land? Alright. We did it. This is one of those hands that's so much better on the draw because we get to just let them play into our anger. Oh, feeling good just thinking about it. Don't have a 2-drop. Or 3-drop, I suppose. Ooh, Counterflux. That'll help us out. Yep. Here, I think I'm good just roasting. It cuts them off white. Forces them to play something to the board next turn. A Noble Hierarch's just a good card. Like, they don't have many kill on sight. Roast doesn't get anything except for, I guess, Eidolon. Alright, that's cute. Don't really have anything else to do here. Because I have Snapcaster, I'm definitely just blowing this first anger. Those are two. I mean, Eternal Witness looping is one of the ways we lose a long game. Wow, I don't have much time. Let's cast this. So I might actually have to go. This is the first time we've had a time trouble. Might have to go a little less talky this match. So apologies if I end up having to not enunciate so often or as clearly. So I'm going to want to accelerate my play. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we got? Eternal Witness, sure. Cool. Ramp yourself. Well, don't ramp yourself. Make your land drops. I'm just gonna get an island. Love to cast this. Well, I guess I wouldn't love to cast it, but it costs 6, so we will not be. I have 6 this turn. Gonna Thought Scour ourselves to get this Reveler online. I'm very happy countering that. Blue, blue, red. That's one spell closer to Reveler, and we can snap it back if we need to. That should be enough for a cheap one. Wow. Costs red. So yeah, let's. Yeah, we're going to hold priority though. 2. Okay. I'm gonna do Serum Visions because it's our turn. That card's a little better. We do have to say goodbye to our other 2 Revelers. That is a cost. Opponent has effects. Path. Sure. The mountain. Land? I already played land. We'll cast this Serum Visions. We want both those cards. Bellower. Nothing we can do about that, right? Yeah. So it looks like we're probably going to lose this one. I suppose we have Bolt and Snapcaster for Bellower. But we're running low on time. So Bellower gets green creature, non-legendary, for 3 or less. Put it onto the battlefield. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll take 2. So I suppose just getting in, attacking in seems good. They block with Bellower. That's awesome. They block with Voice. That's still fine. They block with Bellower. This is going to be great. So, okay. Serum Visions. Bottom. Top. So we can Snap Bolt. Bellower next turn. And then we can get rid of Voice. Let's see what they do. If they don't play anything, I'm okay getting that Voice token because we have Cryptic Command. Dromoka's Command can't be countered. Woof! So let's Bolt Voice. Ugh, I don't know what the play is here. I think we're just going to lose. Let's get rid of Bellower, I suppose. Suppose we should have bolted the token because it's just going to go ham here. And then let us, well, yeah, I think we just need to find gas. Why can't I cast it? Okay. Don't care. Pyroclasm does a whole lot less now. Pyroclasm, I suppose, opt. Yeah. We cannot cast Thing in the Ice because we're dead to these tokens. We're really just dead to Dragon Lord Dromoka. It's unfortunate. So it turns out incredibly... Oh, we should have tapped. So, yeah. So what we would have done is cast Cryptic, tapped, bounced this. One of the tokens. It would have taken 5 next turn. We're just dead here, though. Because I clicked through it. Where is this? So then we would have drawn 1, 2, and been dead. Okay. Yeah, not my finest Magic the Gathering moments, but that is okay. Magic happens sometimes. And yeah, I think we're gonna get in for 1 more, probably 2 more. I hope we don't play the same person. If we play the same person, I am just going to cut it short. Because that was an incredibly long game. Nimble Mongoose. All right. Let's do this. You and me, Nimble. Saying looks good. I'm going to keep it. We have early interaction, early card selection, and both these cards accelerate out of Reveler. Ooh, so we're probably going up against Storm is what I'd guess? No, Ancestral Vision. Okay. We'll lead on Island into Falls because we're okay drawing lands. And I don't think they're going to draw a creature we want to bolt, or play a creature we want to bolt. If they do, I will be very, very shocked. You know, I just realized this deck's kind of soft to opposing Thing in the Ices. I hope it's just like kind of a race to who flips theirs first. Well, thankfully the mirror isn't all that popular, but that is something to think about in the future. Might need to play some Twisted Images in the sideboard. If for some godforsaken reason this deck takes off, which I think this is a very fun and viable deck. Woof, double. And who knows, maybe I'll put up some results with it in the coming days and weeks. But that would surprise me if it ended up being a big deck. Though the deck has surprised me so far, it is way more resilient than I thought it would be. These two cards are quite a combo. A value combo, not like an end-game combo, but still. Alright, so we have 2 bolts. That's it. Really would like to have drawn something to play this turn. Search for Azcanta would have been... So it looks like this is just blue-red control. We're going to have Cryptic Command up for when they eventually Ancestral Vision, but I don't think we're going to get Mountain with this one, Double Bolt. I don't think it's going to resolve. Unless we can force some action on our turn. We need to draw a cantrip into something, though. Dang. Reveler costing an infinite amount. Casting Reveler here isn't even all that good, because Cryptic Command, I think, is just going to be good. I don't see our Cryptic resolving, though. But that's one spell closer to flip. I could have bounced the Spire Bluff, I suppose, but I think I'd rather just draw a card. Yeah, this is a Remand. This deck doesn't run Remands either, and Remand is, I think, the single best answer for an Ancestral Vision. You haven't lived until you've Remanded an Ancestral Vision. So if something in their 8 cards doesn't deal with the Sting in the Ice, we're still fine. But, you know. How likely is that? Oh, soft Thing in the Ice, as I said. Well, let's do it this way. We're going to cast Bolt, I suppose. Well, no, cast Opt. Getting them to 9 is good. Bolting Snapcaster Mage? I mean, it does stop the value train, so... Yep. I can see that. Flip, flip, Flipadelphia. Flip, flip, Flipadelphia. We do not want the second one. Land is good. This costs still a lot, right? Yeah. Some may say even more than a lot these days. Alright, well, they're going to be up 4 cards on me this turn, but they didn't have anything. Their grand plan after drawing 3 last turn was playing a Thing in the Ice and bolting my Snapcaster. I suppose we did tie up their mana with this Cryptic. If they deal with this Awoken Horror, maybe I'm going to regret not keeping the other one, but I think these Revelers are going to be cast before I want to cast another Thing in the Ice. Though, I mean, that assumes that I have the ability to cast the Revelers. Ooh, they had to discard. Well, let's see what answer they have for this. Doesn't look like much. Okay. Unless they have some sort of combo kill, I think we're doing it. As I foretold earlier, dedicated Thing in the Ice deck, his greatest enemy is another Thing in the Ice. So this is intriguing to me. I think we definitely want a counterflux. What do we even want? Like, we don't have a good answer to Thing in the Ice, so it's kind of like, why even try? They could also be running Young Pyromancers, that's what most people do, but we didn't see one. I suppose we can just play the deal with their spells game. I mean, they resolved 2 Ancestral Visions and they couldn't win. So maybe that's not even the right way to go. Spell Snare is going to be good, though. Oh, Roast is good. Yeah, we should definitely up on the Roasts. Do I want, like, Engineered Explosives is an answer. The problem is, it also answers mine. Alright, what would I take out? Spell Pierce seems medium, I assume. So maybe I just take out Spell Pierce for these guys? I think this is okay to have as like a failsafe. Especially on the draw. On the play, I don't think I want it. Like, I think it's good to have an answer in your deck to a situation that you're otherwise pretty stone cold to. We'll keep this. It's not super exciting, but oh, it just got less exciting. So let's see, fetch an island here. I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna go Steam Vents. There's a chance they are Blood Moon, but I don't think Blood Moon's all that good. Ugh, both of them. Yeah. Yeah. Search is just very good. And we don't have a thing. And they might just jam it. No. So, for that scenario, maybe I should have topped the Engineered Explosives, but I really just want to get Search down. It's looking like it's going to be... It'll trigger twice before I have to pop. Maybe even more, depending on their Thing in the Ice. If I can get it to flip into a land, though, I think that's good. Ooh. There's an option I hadn't considered. I don't think that's good, though. Here we're just gonna... We're either going to Snapcaster Serum Visions or we're going to play Engineered Explosives into their open mana. I think Snapcastering is a better use of our time. They have Spell Snare. Okay. So yeah, that would have got our Explosives. We could have just passed, I guess, as well. That was an option. But I think because they have the Thing in the Ice, I'm kind of forced into pressing the advantage. We're pressing a little bit. We'll see, though. It looks like they're going to be able to flip it. In which case, we will get hit for 7, and, well, maybe not. Drawing one of those Spell Pierces would be great right now. We're going to bin the Opt, because I really... Yeah, Snapcaster is better. I guess I'm going to go for it. Done. Do you have one of your infinite answers? It looks like they do. Snapcaster Spell Snare. Yeah, that's gonna do it. That sucks. They do only have 2 cards in hand. We no longer have an answer to Think in the Ice. Clean one. We can always rely on prowess triggers. Oh, what are they vapor snagging? Okay. So they're getting in for 7. I suppose Cryptic Command is not so elegant answer as well. So we know they have Snapcaster in hand. Didn't play a land. Yeah, we'll bin that Sulphur Falls. So if we bounce it, we're kind of doing it. I think we might as well do it on our turn. Gives them 1 less draw to finding it. Yeah. And then we kind of just know if we're dead. Reasons not to. I suppose we could do it on their upkeep. Is that just better? Yeah. It also gives them an opportunity to play spells on my end step. Which I don't know why you would when I'm at 7. Okay. Okay. We've got a shot. And our search flips. Oh, they shocked themselves. I don't like that. What's 5 mana? Dwellers targeting Lightning Bolt. Oof, that's pretty good. So they're more of a... Dwellers actually might not be all that bad of an addition now that I think about it. Ooh. What can we Snapcast? Well, we already have a Snapcaster. I think we do not want to. If there was a spell, I think I might have. This costs too much still, right? Yeah, so... just going to counter tap the Dwellers, I suppose. We know they have a Snapcaster in hand. I don't want to fetch. I'll fetch if we have to. Do we have to? 1, 2. No, we don't have to. Oh, tap, draw. Sure. Mana Leak, that gets us. Yep. Might want that. I think I was wrong. I think we just do want these. I think that's a bit too weird. Cards we don't really want. I think we can do better than that. Lightning Bolt I don't want, but I think is necessary. Search is good. Counterflux is alright. Roast is our one answer to... well, I suppose we have Bolt Snap Bolt. It's always an answer to Thing in the Ice. P and Kieran, I suppose, is... I think I'd rather interact with their spells than have P and Kieran. Maybe that's wrong, though. Still need to get rid of one card. We take out a search. I think I like P and Kieran, though. Maybe we don't want to hole up on the... Maybe we want pierces over negates. I think the game's just going to go long, though. So maybe we like this. Yeah. Reveler in the opener yet again. I think we keep, though, especially with Thought Scour. Both players keeping their hand. I guess I'm going to lead on Island. I could have fetched, but didn't really see a reason to take unnecessary damage. Counterflux, sweet. That was the one we wanted to bin. Steering Visions, hopefully into, yeah, that's great. I don't think we want either of these. We're gonna accidentally draw into them with all of our cantrips. Here we'll play this other Serum Visions. Roast is great, and we'll top both of these. So we get to roast here. If they jam it, they do not. Well, no reason for us to jam it either, right? I think post-board, he who plays the first thing loses, unless you're my opponent. So I'm actually on the thing in the ice before Reveler plan. I think we have, yeah. I think Reveler is going to be the card I'm leaning on. We'll bottom that one. As long as we have a landed in. Ooh, double thing. Yeah, well, I'm good with that. I think thing's just great. So they showed Mana Leak, but like, I'm okay getting this interacted with. Spell Snare is the worst, because then they could just have Mana Leak also. But we'll see. Okay. Got one down. Okay. Every time an opponent fetches, I'm like, oh, don't shock. Please don't shock. So we're definitely playing the land. This cost how much? Oof, that's tempting. It is very tempting. But I think we're going to wait one turn. Interested to see if they actually end up fetching a black source. If this was Grixis all along. Nah, it's not. Phew, dodged that bullet. Three. Oh, they're doing Dark Dwellers? Dark Dwellers is pretty good here. For us. Shackles, interesting. That's actually a pretty good answer. So reasons to shock. 1, 2. I don't think we care. I don't think we're going to be able to interact with the shackles. Double bolt. That was close. Yeah, that's fine. So if they ever flip it, they're in for a world of hurt. Or if we ever flip it. Kind of weird that they didn't go for it there. Alright, well now we just get to flip it. Bottom, bottom. Wait, do we want to land? I don't think so. Let's think about it for a second, though. We can opt into it, and then we have 4 mana up. 1, 2. Yeah, maybe we do actually. So they're going for it now, but we have 2 more spells. They really if they were waiting, they should have. If they were going to do this anyways, they should have done it on their turn. It is a good answer, though. But it is a scary answer because it's really relying on us not being able to flip by turn 5. Or I suppose turn 4 if you tap out for it on turn 3. Shackles is a good card, though. I think if you've been following my videos, you've seen it before. What am I afraid of here? Cryptic Bounce is annoying. Yeah, there it is. But we get to empty our hand here. So play you. Okay. So they can take one of our guys. Ties up 2 of their mana. But they're locked out of casting. They can't cast 4 spells because then we get it back. Well, now they might get it. I'm going to be interested to see what they do, though. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're not going to attack. We could draw Cryptic. We do not. Undo. I'm going to fetch. Still have Snap Bolt up. Okay. Yeah, they've kind of got us over a barrel currently. Because if we attack into it and kill it, then they can just take our Bedlam Reveler. I suppose knowing that I had Snapcaster, we could have wanted to have held up Snap Counterflux. They're sitting on 6 islands, though. Keranos is not a thing that we can Spell Pierce, unfortunately. Keranos is great against us. Yep. Wow. Really looking for Cryptic. Okay, that's good too. So Keranos can't bolt any of our guys, but if they have a bolt in hand, it will certainly combo. They have a Remand. Alright. So they're going to bolt. Okay. So that seems like they have another bolt. Yeah, there it is. Alright. So that's one less spell that they can't cast. This is crazy. I suppose I could snap. So they remand my roast. I suppose I could have snap roasted before. Got in for lethal. Okay. So, yeah, we'll wait a turn, but I think we're going to end up doing that. Question is, I think, yeah, we'll discard this. If they have another bolt, though, that's not good. Okay, so they're drawing an extra card. I much prefer that at this juncture than Remand, or than a spell that bolts. Potentially removes my only threat. Yeah, I'll let that one resolve. Can't do anything about it. I'm playing a dangerous game. They could just sit back and let Keranos slowly win the game for them. Okay, Cryptic. So yeah, let's just return target power to its owner's hand, draw a card. The best part is they're going to have to flip it to win this counter war. Unless they have Dispel. No, looks like we're just good. So Snapcaster Mage targeting doesn't matter. We're not even going to let it happen. So they have Remand, which I will Spell Pierce. Ooh, they have Negate, which I will Spell Pierce. So they can choose to pay, or they can cast their Remand. So if they have a Dispel here, they win. But that was going to happen anyways. Yep, here we go. Wait, I guess it doesn't matter, but they were just flashing in a blocker. Pow! Okay, well, we got that one. So yeah, we got to see a couple of weird matchups. Two that you're probably not likely to see, but it's good to see a deck, how it performs in all situations, because if you go to a GP, or really any random metagame, the first couple of rounds at a GP especially are, you're going to see decks like those, or decks like this even, but it's good to show off, and it's good to test against a multitude of decks, which is why I kind of don't mind the queues. Because especially when you're doing something new, like if you have game against weird decks and tier decks, then you're onto something. And I think we might be onto something. I don't know how big of a something, but I think we are onto something. We're gonna record another one of these for the weekend. I think probably with the same deck. I had some ideas. I think I'm just gonna release this relic for Graph Digger's Cage more than likely. Just because of that interaction with Bedlam Reveler, which I'm obviously a big dumb. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I also definitely wanted the 4th Thought Scour instead of this Opt. Opt is really good, and I love it in Modern, and it's saved my Keister more than a few times. But this deck, having a Reveler stuck in your hand is horrible. It's death, really, and we need these Thought Scours for that. That's the reason I cut one of the Revelers between the budget list and this list, is because the budget list needed as much power as possible, but we have enough. I think we've got more card selection that we're okay cutting down on one Reveler. But cutting down on the Thought Scour and keeping 3 Revelers was, I think, a bit too much. So Opt gets the Axe. It might be Serum Visions that's supposed to get the Axe. In fact, maybe it is. I think I'm going to roll that. I really do. I love Opt in a deck like this. Being able to flip thing at instant speed is very good. But yeah, that was the upgraded budget Blue-Red Horrors list. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is a bit of a quickie, but yeah, I think we might actually record, like I said, I think we're going to record another one for the weekend. And I still want to get into this Modern Challenge, and I'm hoping to record it. Or maybe stream it, I guess. Yeah, so if you guys are really interested in seeing some live content, let me know either in the comments or My Twitter, comments obviously are down below. Twitter is at TierFunMTG. But yeah, and if I was to stream, would you guys prefer Twitch or YouTube? I'm leaning towards Twitch. Twitch is, I think, the premier name in streaming. But YouTube's not too far behind at this point. It's only going to grow. So, yeah, no real preference. Anyways, appreciate you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and have a good day.